promised, the answers to all the questions that I asked you guys to send in, you've sent you've sent loads in, loads. Emails, there was questions left under the comment section for the video that I posted about it. So I've chosen a few that we're gonna go through. The first question that I have is, I'm gonna ignore that one. It's just the basic, obvious, do you even lift? And you all know I lift every day, 7 days a week. So that's that question answered for you. Yes, I do lift. Next question we have, this one's by Genghis Khan from YouTube. It's not a question, but please make a video with Mike Rashid. Me and Mike will do a video, no doubt, very soon. Already spoke to him about it, so we'll hook that up. Might even get Ulysses involved as well, so you might see all three of us killing, I don't know, back workout or something like that. Okay, why do you claim natural when you're obviously on steroids? Okay, this is a funny question. I get this all the time, as I'm sure a lot of you know. You've probably seen plenty of comments regarding the whole matter, and for me, it's comical. I don't know where to start. Firstly, I've never used steroids in my life. I've never used anything in that arena. All the stuff that you guys mentioned, half of the stuff I've never even heard of. But yeah, I've been training. I might as well give you a breakdown of where I'm coming from, how I got into this, and how I got into bodybuilding, etc. So I started training when I was about 16. I was a skinny teenager, just like you are at 16. Most people are skinny anyway. And I just started training. I mean, there was a guy at my college who was quite big and quite ripped. And I remember asking him, how'd you get like that? And he said, oh, I bought some dumbbells and I train at home. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna buy some dumbbells and I'm gonna train at home. But I never knew how enjoyable lifting would be. I saw a figure and I wanted to look the same, but I didn't have any idea how enjoyable lifting was. So I actually remember the day that I went and bought the weights. So I went to like in London, we have in the UK, should I say, we have stores called Argos, which is like a department store where you can get, all sorts of items. And I went and I bought some plastic ceramic weights. And I remember my first session, just a pump, I think I remember I was doing like bicep curls, and then I switched it to shoulder presses, and I just alternated between both of those exercises. And I just remember looking in the mirror and feeling dope. I was feeling good. I got pump on. I saw veins. The little skinny muscles that I had, I could see, bulging, and I thought, yeah, this is a good feeling. And so basically, what I did from there is I wanted to feel like that every day. So I was training every day, doing the same thing really, just shoulder presses, bicep curls. I started to do press ups. Then I'll do press ups off a sofa, and then started reading about different exercises I could do. I found out about dips, so I started to do dips off my sofa for triceps, And then I remember it wasn't till like maybe a year or two, and one of my brother's friends came around and he's like, yo, your brother's getting big. And for me, at that time, I wasn't really concerned with growing. I was more concerned with that time that I got to enjoy lifting, So like I would look forward to, that hour that I was gonna spend lifting. I'll put my music on the highest volume and I'll just train and just get in the zone, So when that recognition came from my brother's friend, and he said to me, that you're getting big, I thought, wow, like this is all right. So let's do more. So I literally then I was just doing it every day, every single day I was training. I mean, I'd go to my friend's house and I would take my dumbbell with me. And I know that might sound crazy, but my friend literally lived next door, and everyone would go and chill at his house. So I'll take my dumbbell with me. Everyone would be chilling, and I'd literally be, hitting some curls or doing some press ups. And no one would bat an eyelid because they knew that's what I do, So most of you guys don't actually know where I'm coming from at all, You see the pictures. In fact, you see pictures of people like me as well. So you see the Ulysses, you see the Mike Rashids, etc. And you just see the pictures we post, but you have no idea the time frame that's in it, the time frame involved. So, I don't know if that then makes you look for you know, the quick fix. You know, I want to look like that. You know, I'm sure that's the thought that comes to your head. But to do that and to achieve that, you're going to have to invest a lot of time. So clearly, the first thoughts that's coming into a lot of your heads is it must be steroids. You know, this quick thing, steroids. No. There are plenty of natural bodybuilders out there, but they're just not getting the recognition. None of them are getting the recognition. I'm not getting the recognition for the efforts that I've put in. Plenty of other people aren't getting the recognition for the efforts they put in, because you're basically saying that the only reason we have achieved our physiques is because of steroids. Now, steroids is used in bodybuilding. That's just a fact. And there are plenty of people that use them. Now, one of the other questions that I've read so far is, you know, my opinion on steroids. Now, my opinion on it is do whatever you want to do. Do whatever the hell you want to do. It has got absolutely nothing to do with me whatsoever. I love training. In fact, it's not even just steroids. Your actual main goal for training has nothing to do with me. If you want to talk about training and the enjoyment, we can talk, you know, because that's why I love it. I love training. When I find someone that feels the same way I do about training, you know, it's just there's a mutual recognition training. I just vibe with them and we can just go back to back and you know, discuss the love of training. Now, I can have that conversation with any type of bodybuilder, whether you use steroids or not. It's the love for the training. But for me, I basically answered that question, but I need to go further. What I want to explain now is how much it irritates me that you guys are then not only making the accusation, then stating it like it's fact, but then you're putting off the other people who genuinely have the ambition, they have the drive, they're ready to work hard, they have the patience to build and take time to do it the same way I have. And you're putting them off. Because when you say, oh no, you can only get like that by steroids, they believe you, you know? And that will actually, there will be young guys that, because of your stupid comment, that actually have no basis in fact whatsoever, you're then influencing young kids to not do it naturally. And obviously, I'm an advocate for natural bodybuilding because, you know, I've done it and I know that it's possible I was going to say easy, but it's clearly not easy, because you will grow at a slower rate. Hell yeah, you'll grow at a slower rate. You may not be as strong as quickly as your counterparts that do use, but the longevity is there, you know? So I could go on and on about, you know, steroids and you know, why I don't use them, etc. What my opinion of them is, etc. But there's one thing that you know I want to get across. I want to do it in a way where I don't want to sound conceited, but I am going to keep lifting. I'm going to keep spreading and showing everyone what I do and influencing and inspiring other lifters to do what I do. That's not going to stop. So you guys can keep coming at me with your comments, etc. But you know, I'm going to keep lifting and doing what I do. So, you know, keep watching and enjoy. So, without further ado, we're going to move on to the next question. The next question is, if I just zoom in here, how many sessions do you train per week and what are your days off? I train 7 days a week. I do not have any days off. In the past, I did 5 days. I've never done less than 5 days. I upped it to 6 at one point, had a day off, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna do 7 days. In those 7 days, I cover all my body parts, and then I have a miscellaneous day where I hit the weaker lagging body parts. And the question that you're gonna fire at me immediately after hearing this response is, do you believe in overtraining? I'm sure it exists, but where I'm concerned, I've been doing this for 12 and a half years, and it's fine for me. You know, I know what my body's capable of. I know how much rest I need, and it's different body parts. So it's not like I'm training the same body part every day. You know, the body part switches. So 7 days a week is fine for me. I'm not then saying that you should go and do 7 days a week. I would say that if you want to see progress, it would be advisable to do more than 3 days a week, so at least 4 days a week. But where I'm concerned, 7 days is fine for me. A guy from YouTube called Doorman, I think that's how you say your name, wants to know how much did I pay for my name. Simeon Panda is my real name. Not much to say on it other than that. It's my real name, I love it. Didn't pay for it, it's free. Parents gave it to me. Okay, what is your training split? I train single body parts. So if I give you the days, we've got chest on Monday, we've got back on Tuesday, Wednesday we have legs, sometimes it's just hamstrings on a Wednesday, Thursday we have shoulders, Friday we have arms, Saturday is a miscellaneous day where I throw in weaker body parts that I want to bring up, and then Sunday is legs again. But the Sunday leg session is the heavy leg session. So the Sunday leg session is the heavy squats, the heavy leg press, you know, and the Wednesday session is more just conditioning and you know, bringing shaping, you know, sculpting on the Wednesday. I initially added the extra day of legs on Wednesday because I needed to bring my legs up. So I would advise as well that if you have any weaker body parts or body parts that are lagging in size that you want to bring up, you definitely need to allocate some time to hit them. It's illogical thinking that you're going to train them the same amount of time as everything else and they're going to catch up. It's not going to happen. Never happen. You'll just continue, everything will grow, and if they were smaller, they'll continue to be smaller. You need to allocate some time and hit them. The other body part that I needed to bring up was calves. So for me, I do calves minimum 5 times a week. After every session, I throw in a calf session. And they have grown. They have grown considerably in the last two to 3 years that I've been doing that. So I'm just going to continue to do that, and I'm sure at some point everything will just match up, you know? So that's my split. Okay, next question we have is, do you use any pre-workout? How do you manage to train heavy and still function days after? That's a question from Trendmeister. Trendmeister on YouTube. Okay, pre-workouts. I do use pre-workouts. My main pre-workout would be a banana, you know, a simple banana when I'm training. That's, you know, that's a staple. However, if I'm doing a big workout, like a back workout or a legs workout, I use My Protein's Pulse, which is a little sachet, and that gives me, you know, a good boost and wakes me up, you know. Sometimes I need that, you know, especially for a leg session. You're gonna want, just gives you that extra boost and gets you pumped up. Okay, now, in regards to, you know, lifting heavy weight and functioning days after, so basically what you're asking me is, how do I, you know, live with DOMs? You know, DOMs is DOMs. I just get on with it, you know. I mean, if I have legs, if I've done legs and the DOMs in my legs, you know, makes me feel pain when I want to pick something up off the floor, so be it. you have to go through the motions, you know. So DOMs is DOMs. So oh, and for anyone that doesn't actually know what DOMs means, DOMs is delayed onset of muscle soreness, and it can be anything from 24 to 48 hours after your workout that you will feel pain, and not a sharp pain. It should just be like a soreness in the muscle, you know. So that's what DOMs is, in case any of you guys don't actually know. Will you come to Germany, Cologne? Hell yes, I'm coming to Germany. I'm coming to FIBO. I will be there with the SP Aesthetics team. I cannot wait for FIBO. It's going to be an exciting time, and yes, I will definitely be there. So look out for that. Derek Lurch, have you ever used any performance enhancing drugs? Why and why not? No, I haven't. And reason why not? Because I've been training for this long and everything is working fine. So there is absolutely no reason why I would. Devonye 100. Devonye
Swing.
Devonye, I don't know. Devonye from YouTube wants to know, when and if they start casting and auditioning for the movie Panther, will you want to play this role? I would love to play the role, but I heard from my boy Joe that it's already been cast, so that one is out the window. You guys keep saying that should be Jax from is it Dax?
Mortal Kombat, Jax.
Jax, that's it, with the silver arms.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. That's what I'll say to that, we'll see. Hi Simeon, first of all, I would like to say I draw great inspiration from you as a fitness role model, and I hope you continue inspiring me and others for many years to come. I hope so too. Now to my question, since when have you been lifting weight regularly, and from where do you draw your motivation to keep pushing? At times I face great difficulties in life generally and not just fitness. Kind regards. And that is from Dante Life on YouTube. I think I've already said I started lifting 12 years ago. So I think I was about 16 years old when I started lifting. And what else did you ask me? You asked me, where do I draw my inspiration from? I love training. Like I couldn't explain to you. I would start to mumble my words if I tried to express to you how much I love training. That is my motivation. I go to have fun. I go to enjoy, have a good time. I literally all day look forward to going to train. You know, so the question actually gets me a bit tongue-tied when they ask me, so what motivates you? Because I think I don't have to be motivated to do something I enjoy. I want to do it. You know, you don't have to be motivated to go and do something that you want to do, that you enjoy and love to do. You know, so even when I try and get people infused about fitness, I always say find something that you enjoy, because literally if it's a chore for you, you know, it's not going to be something you're going to be able to keep up. I've been able to keep up the training all this time because I enjoy it so much. And I think one of the other questions you asked, you said, that when you face difficulty, how do you train? Training for me has been the one thing that has kept me sane. I'll say that. When I've had down times, when I've been feeling bad, I'm feeling at my worst. Like when life wasn't going too great, training was just the only thing that I could do where I was in my zone. When I'm in the gym, I'm fine. I can kill some weight and just feel good. For that hour, I could feel great. You know. Regardless, there were times when I had down times. Everyone's had down times, but I'm telling you, when I had my worst times, the gym is what kept me feeling good. You know, it was like I always knew I had the gym. The gym would be there. I could train and just be in my zone. I could get a pump and just feel good at that time. You know, so the gym has kept me motivated. You know, so that's my answer to that for you. What do we have next? Hey man, I've been working out since I was 15 and I've made a lot of gains, but my diet is really getting in the way. In the last year, I have barely seen any difference in my strength, and I feel it's because I'm in the middle ground between cutting and bulking. Do you bulk and then cut, or do you maintain a diet that allows you to build muscle and strength while burning fat? And that is from George Panayi, and that was from YouTube. Yes, George, I do maintain a clean diet, healthy diet, and I do not bulk in the traditional sense of the term. So I think when we talk about bulking, it's the, piling on the fat to build and then cutting it down to hopefully retain some muscle. I don't do that. That's never been my strategy. There was a time when I was younger where my diet was a mess and I was just eating whatever, but that wasn't really bulking. It was just not knowing what to eat, not knowing the good food to eat. Because I don't know, I haven't been through my history with you guys, but I was a personal trainer for a few years before then going on to do finance for school. So, there's a lot of things you guys, don't know about. And that actually leads me on to another question that one of you guys have asked in regards to, sometimes you say, oh, I could look like that if I got to train all day. I don't train all day. I train about an hour and a half every day. And I did exactly that when I was working my 9 to 5. I did that when I was going to college. I did that when I was going to uni. Nothing's changed there. So for all you guys that are thinking, I train all day, you can do exactly what I do if you want to. So you can have an hour to do that. But in regards to the bulking, no, I don't bulk. I don't bulk. I just eat a healthy, clean diet and maintain my body fat at a low percentage while building. And I slowly grow. If I show you my transformation, which I should have on screen, I have not grown dramatically in a short period of time. It's been gradual, and I've got bigger and more ripped by tweaking my diet to be as efficient for me as possible. I love the food I eat. Although it's clean, healthy food, it's not the typical just broccoli and chicken breast that you see on Instagram for people post all the time. You can eat a variety of foods made in a healthy way. You can have an abundant diet, a vast array of different meals that are healthy, that still constitute as a good, clean bodybuilder's diet. It's not just broccoli and chicken breast, you know. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question. How many meals do you eat a day? I eat about 5 to 6 meals a day. Now, don't take that and run with it and think I have to eat 5 to 6 meals a day. That 5 to 6 meals was built up over the years. You know, at this point, literally, I would eat a meal and 2 hours after I'm starving, not hungry, starving, and that is why I'll eat another meal. I don't eat 6 meals a day because I'm trying to follow any sort of bodybuilding strategy. You know, I eat 6 meals a day because I'm hungry. However, eating small to medium sized meals frequently is good for your metabolism. So, you know, if you can slowly build up to that, then it's a good thing. Syntax X 1807 on YouTube wants to know, can you buy Just Lift armbands in Germany? Of course you can buy them in Germany, you can buy them in France, you can buy them in the USA, Australia, wherever you want you can buy them, and we ship them worldwide. And this is a Just Lift armband for anyone that's asking. It's a Just Lift armband. There you go. Joe, do you want to zoom into that? That is a Just Lift armband. And they're in red, black, blue. We have ladies ones, Just Lift and Squat in yellow, blue, green, all colors of the rainbow, you know? So yeah, you can buy them worldwide. Hope that answers that. Duncan Garden on YouTube has asked, have you ever passed out or spewed during a workout? Okay, I'll answer the first part, have I ever passed out? For a split second once when I was doing shoulder press, I was mid-rep and everything just went black and white, everything went silent, and for a second everything went black, and then I woke up again and then pushed the weight up. I don't know, I can't explain it, but probably blood wasn't getting to my head or something, but that's the only thing I could put close to passing out. In regards to spewing, vomiting, hell yeah. When I used to do hack squat, there was a time when I was doing hack squat every week, and I was going heavy. I was going up to like 6 plates every session, and I vomited consecutively every session. It was to the point where before I'd even start, I'd just, you know, make sure the bin was close by, because I knew at some point I was gonna vomit. So yes, I have vomited from a session. Has it stopped the session? Nope. It's just been a quick cleanup, and we get back on with it. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to let it break you. Don't be afraid to go hard. You know, that's where the fun happens, man. That's where the fun happens, when you go hard. You know. Like I'll come off after doing that 6 plate squat, and I feel sick, I want to vomit, I vomit, I'm holding my stomach, I'm rolling on the floor, and then I give myself a minute or two, and it's, yeah, that was good, let's go again, you know? So yeah, I have. Joseph Arwood wants to know, how many times should a 16-year-old train? And do you believe that they should take supplements? As I've told you already, I started about 16 years old. So, and I trained every day when I was 16, but that was with no knowledge on, you know, on what I was supposed to be doing. So I was training every day, and I literally was training the same body parts every day. I would definitely say yes, you can train. You can train at 16 years old. How many times a week should you train? You should start off with at least 4. You know, so like 4 I think is enough to, you know, hit your whole body, you know, and give enough time to hitting your body parts efficiently. So I would say minimum 4, and then you can work your way up from there. In regards to supplements and whether you should start taking them at 16, I will tell you where I'm coming from. I didn't take supplements at 16. I just started training at 16 and fell in love with the training first. The supplements came after, and it was one by one. I slowly tested them out. So, you know, for me, something like creatine, for example, creatine worked well for me, but I know for a fact that creatine doesn't work well with everyone. So what I'm trying to say is that with regards to supplements, don't just see Simeon Panda's list of supplements and think, I'm gonna get that, the whole shabam, and use that. You need to test out to see what works for you, you know, and test them one by one, especially as you're starting and you've never taken any supplements. Test them one by one. So try your creatine, try your arginine, and just see how they affect you individually, and then you can come up to a collection of supplements that work best for you, eating and lifting. You know, that's what you should be concerned with. You know, don't be too hooked on the stuff that you're reading. I'm not saying that the reading isn't good. I'm just saying that when I started, it was the training I was more concerned with. I loved the training. Fall in love with the training first, and then, you know, you can test out the supplements as you go on. I got an email from Emir Ajonovic. I think that's how you say your name. The email says, "Hi, my name is Emir Ajonovic. I'm 22 years old. I bought your Mass Gain Extreme program and it's crazy." Good. I'm glad you think it's crazy, and it's, keep me updated with progress. I heard in an interview you did with Ebro on Hot 97 that you worked as a doorman in a nightclub. I'm going to start doing that very soon. My question is, do you have any doorman advice? Yes, when I was at university, I was a doorman for that period. So I, you know, go to uni Monday to Friday, and the weekends I would work at a club. Doorman advice, I would say, be nice to people and do not take it personally when they do not listen, and they do not listen because they are drunk. I didn't know that. When I first started as a doorman, I took everything personally. If I asked a guy to, you know, if I asked a person to do something and they didn't listen, I just took it personal. I thought it was a disrespect to me, but I later on found out from the more experienced doorman that, you know, they're drunk, they don't hear you. You've got to be patient and you've got to be polite with them. So that's one thing. I was very polite and very patient with the patrons at the clubs. So that's what I would advise. No one likes an arsehole, so just be nice to them. Wow, gaining mass and lean muscle. Okay, so Sergi wants to know, what is the best exercise to increase chest volume? I love this kind of question where it's what is the best exercise? Mostly there isn't really a best exercise. There is the staple exercises. So for example, for legs, your staple is your squat. We know that. Your back, you don't have to, but a deadlift is a good exercise to incorporate on a back day. When you ask for like the best exercise, it's a combination of exercises, you know? There are exercises, the compound exercises hit the majority of the muscle. But to get symmetry and to get a fullness in a muscle, you're gonna need to hit it in different directions. I don't know if you guys have seen the video I posted quite recently where I talked about triceps, but it's the same thing, for example, for shoulders, for legs. You need to target the individual subdivisions of a muscle, you know? So for chest, you have upper chest, you have the inner chest, which would be your flies, to bring that up. You'll do your incline presses and incline flies to hit the upper chest. So you need to vary your exercises, you know? So I wouldn't, you know, if you're asking what the best exercise is for upper chest, if I had to give you an answer, I would say incline bench press. But then I'll then say incline bench press with dumbbells as well as with the barbell. You know, it's just a mix and match of exercises to bring the muscle to a fullness. That's my opinion on that. So hope that answers your question. Just wondering, how do you keep getting your meals clean while traveling? Eating the right foods whilst away must be hard because you're not at home cooking. How do you overcome this? And that's a question from Carl Nicholas. So when I'm at a restaurant, I'll basically choose food items on the menu that match my planned diet for the day, and I always have a mental record, a mental plan, blueprint in my head of what I want to eat in a day. You know, so if I can't find anything on the menu that matches that, which is rare, because you know, you should be able to find something. I mean, it might not be like, for example, I don't add salt to my food, so obviously you eat at a restaurant, it's gonna have salt. And in America, in the US, you guys love your salt. You guys love your salt, man.
And cheese.
And cheese. Everything comes with cheese. If I want porridge, it comes with cheese. Ice cream comes with cheese. Everything comes with cheese. I understand. But anyway, it's not that difficult to eat clean out and about. I managed to do it. A lot of bodybuilders who travel a lot, I'm sure, manage to do it. It's just choosing the right thing on the menu. That's what I would say to that. Choose the right thing on the menu, the healthy option, if you can. When not in class, I'm working to earn money to pay tuition fees. And when I'm not in work, I'm training. My question relates to your experience of training while you were at uni. When did you ever feel that dedicating yourself to training impacted your social life and your relationships with people? I love the daily grind of training hard to achieve results, but at times I feel I'm falling out of touch with friends and family, and I simply don't have the time to do anything else. Thanks a lot, Sam. That's Sam Boland, who sent me his question in via email. Do not let training take away time from your family and friends to a degree. I mean, you know, an hour and a half a day is not that much, I don't think, you know. And that's how much I need. So don't let it. It shouldn't be impacting your life where you're not getting to see friends and family, you know. An hour and a half, I'm sure everyone's got some sort of hobby. So while you're dedicating that hour and a half to training, I'm sure some of your friends might be dedicating it to playing Xbox, playing Call of Duty, you know. So I don't think it should impact your life in that way, and don't let it either, you know. I didn't. It's possible to achieve a great physique while living a normal life, doing the normal things that normal people do. An hour and a half is not that much time a day to dedicate to something like training. So don't let it take away from the time with your family. Adam Mellin says his calves are really small and he's having trouble getting them to grow. Do I have any tips on techniques to get them to grow bigger? Do what I did, and that is just hit them hard, hit them often, and they will grow. And the thing about calves, they'll take a long time for them to grow. They're not going to grow overnight. But just keep hitting them. That's what I do. I hit them, and they're growing. You know, so it's patience. I know you're saying that that they're small and you're having trouble, but how much trouble are you really having? How long have you hit them for? But before you've made this assumption that, you know, you're having trouble with them. You know, for me, it's been like I have targeted them to grow for at least 2 to 3 years. And in that time, they haven't grown considerably, but they've grown enough for me to say, yes, what I'm doing is working. So don't get impatient. Take your time. They're growing. I'm sure they're growing as long as you're giving them the time to grow. And giving them the time to grow will be more than once a week, more than twice a week. You need to work on them. But be patient and they'll grow. I'm sure they'll grow. Okay, this one isn't even a question. This is just Josh Allen, who sent an email in. He's from Atlanta, and he says, bro, I love the work you do. I strive to be like you in my own way. And that's the main part. I'm gonna take that. In your own way. Be the best version of you can be. Keep up the channel and the workout vids. Huge fan. Swole Aesthetic Life. Josh. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Kirsty. Okay, we have an email from Kirsty, and she's got more of a comment than a question, and I'm going to read you what her comment says. My comment is regarding the continuous negative posts on your Facebook page. I appreciate freedom of speech and I realize everyone is entitled to their opinion. However, I open your Facebook page every day for inspiration and motivation. Watching your videos and hearing your thoughts stokes my fire and reinforces my belief that I can achieve my personal goals in the gym. When I have to read posts from mediocrity who will never understand your dedication and pursuits, it upsets me to the core. I am of the opinion, in my opinion, your page should only be for those who want to benefit from your positive message and motivation. It would be nice if those negative posts could be removed and those users blocked. Thank you for inspiration. Yours sincerely, Kirsty. Kirsty, I appreciate all the kind words, and I try very hard to remove the negativity from my page. But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I leave some of the comments, and the reason being is some of these guys with the comments they make themselves look so stupid. They sound so ridiculous that it's better for me to leave that sort of comment and you guys to pick up on it and see the foolishness for yourself than me to merely just delete it or even comment back. But I do try and delete as many comments as possible often, and try and keep the page nice and clean, because you know, I mean, you come to my page like you said for inspiration and motivation, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. So where these people I don't know how they find my page, what they want with it, why they follow it. Why would you follow a page if you know you have nothing but negativity to offer? You know, I don't know, but that's just people. I'm not naive to the fact that that will always happen. That happens in life regardless of anyone doing anything positive or not. There will always be negative people that will always want to just attack. And you know, we'll keep doing the good stuff and try and ignore and remove the people that do the negativity. So I do try and delete them, but as the following builds up, they're gonna have negative people, and we'll just have to slowly get rid of them. Okay, we've got a question from Richard Boyoki. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. He wants to know what you do to tackle stretch marks. Absolutely nothing. I've got stretch marks. Most bodybuilders have stretch marks. When I was younger, I used to look at them as like a badge of honor. It was like, you know, I used to look at them and think, I'm growing. That means I'm growing. It was a good thing. But no, I don't do anything to tackle my stretch marks. I'm not ashamed of them. You know, they're not that bad, but I can understand if, you know, you have terrible stretch marks, that you might want to do something about them. I couldn't advise what you would do, but I can just tell you that I have them as well, and they don't bother me whatsoever. You know, they let me know I'm killing it. So it's just, the stretch marks are cool with me. I've got a question from Nikki J. Nikki J wants to know, hello Sim, I hope all is well. When fans see you, you're usually working out or attending an event. So when we get a small glimpse into your life, it's a good thing. So thanks for that. Now, I'm sure you get the same question about your diet, workout regime asked. So I'm taking a different route. Having such an intense workout and business schedule, do you have any time for personal life, dating, girlfriend? How's your sex drive? I'm very curious. Okay, I'm being nosy, but I'd really like to know. LOL. Take care and stay sexy. That's Nikki J from New Orleans. Okay, Nikki J. How's my personal life? Personal life is fine. Dating, girlfriend. Dating, yeah, I date. I haven't got a girlfriend at the moment, but yeah, I date. Sex drive. Sex drive's fine, man. But Nikki, I'm good. So, hope that answers your question. Okay guys, that wraps up the Q&A session this time round. There will be plenty of opportunities for more Q&As, so if I haven't answered your question this time, I'll definitely get to it on the next one. Thanks again. Follow me on the Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my channel because there's going to be so much good stuff coming. There's going to be plenty more. Full workouts. I'm going to show you my diet. I can't wait to do that. I'm going to show you how I cook. I'm going to show you how I shop. All these things are coming soon. So make sure you subscribe, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again very soon. Thank you very much.